What's that? Prince, what up? What up? We live. I think we live. I'm gonna let Street Knowledge in. You can take your mute off if you want, fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What up? We're doing the differences in prices between America and Canada. Before we got on here, we were talking about the landmass. Now, I think the landmass was bigger because but yours was more congested in each state, because you got 50 states. Even if the landmass was the same size, you guys got 50 states, and we got like 9 provinces. So the landmass would be spread out,
Word. And it looks like even when you put, I don't know if you got the map where it had one on top of each other, you can see that Canada is bigger. You know what I'm saying? Got a bigger landmass. When it's like one where they like put them together, and you can see the extension is bigger on the side. It's not by much. I forgot what it is.
All right, so with the prices, the differences, the consumer prices in the United States are not 7.87% higher than in Canada.
Word.
The consumer price, including rent, is 15.6% higher than in Canada. Rent prices in the United States are 33.82% higher than Canada. This makes a big difference.
Yeah, a real big difference. But what I'm curious about is cost of living and how y'all do, like here, in most places, especially up north. I'm not too familiar with down south, but like the northern states, go by square footage when it comes to rent or mortgage. Square footage, and then
yeah, and ours is per square meter.
okay, so it's similar. It's similar in that regard, and then based upon crime rate. So, say in the inner city, a home would be significantly cheaper than in a rural area or a county or something like that here, because the crime rate brings down property value. So somebody could buy a house, say in Baltimore City, right now for about 10 to 20 stacks, when that same size home in a rural area might cost them 119.
All right. So the apartment prices, like I have price per square meter to buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would be $3,494 in Windsor per square, but and in Baltimore it says 3,361.
That would probably be a condo.
Okay, and then the price per square meter to buy apartment so that is apartment in the city center. You see what I'm saying? So that would be your downtown area, right?
Yeah, which you got downtown and Baltimore split off into different sections. Downtown, what's considered downtown in Baltimore City is not what we consider the city, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
The city of Baltimore considered the city. We don't, because none of us live down there. Most of the people that live down there, because it's old brownstones down there. So a lot of those homes is owned by doctors, lawyers, people like that, even the condos. The city would be where John Hopkins is, and that would be East Baltimore and then like West Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but way the landmass work, that would be the city.
It's upstairs where where my clone and all that is? It's in the top drawer under the clothes. And then it says the downtown. So you're outside of the city center. Ours says 2,673, and in Baltimore it says 1,780 per square meter to buy an apartment outside your downtown.
Mm, which would be condo.
The difference there is on like $100. Not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Now
Cause
this was now the average monthly salary after tax or before taxes over here is 2,882. After taxes, 2,200. Your
mm,
guys' average monthly salary is 4,860. After taxes, 3,660.
hmm. I
The
wonder what
monthly net
they.
salary is almost double ours, $2,000 more than ours.
Yeah, but I wonder what they use for the average as far as income based, as far as what I mean, career wise or job wise, or what they want by. Did they go by um
Yes,
the
true.
average middle class? You know what I'm saying? The average
Yeah,
middle class, because most of the time the average, because here $30,000 a year can be considered under um under just about above poor, but not yet middle class. If the
okay.
total income of the home, for you to be classified as middle class here, your total income of your home, the combined income of, say, a husband and a wife, need to be over at least 70,000 to be considered technically middle class. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
$30,000 a year is about a little bit, is about $14 and some changing out. That's what it
yeah.
is.
Because I think ours is between 27 and 30. It changes too. And
Mm,
like my side, like 1 year I made 27,000. The next year I made 42, and it drastically changed in my taxes.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
welcome, Vana, Rain, Prince, Nakin, Jay Renee. What up? What up? Sorry about that.
Oh, salute Rain, salute Rain. My blood of the Prince. Janae,
Yeah,
hey, glad everybody came in the building. That's what it is.
hell yeah. The food differences.
Oh shit.
The food differences were pretty similar too, but that's a lie to me because, like, all right, it says a meal at McDonald's is $10 for a combo here, equivalent, and then $10 for a
Mm.
combo there.
And that kind of depends on where you at. Like, say Vegas. If I make a trip to Vegas, I know I'm gonna pay more money on the strip for food than I would locally where I live at. You feel what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
depends on where you are, cause I ain't paid no $10, especially here in Baltimore or here in Virginia, for no combo. Maybe at Chick-fil-A, not at
see,
McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
see, I
It's
pay like
about $8 unless they just rounded it up, but it's about eight something.
yeah. See, I went like I say $10, 10 to 12 for a combo, maybe $5 for like $6 for a kid's meal. Then I'm on the phone with my
God
sister who
damn.
lives in Detroit, Michigan, and she's getting my niece some food out the drive-through in McDonald's, and it's like $3.
Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to figure out what they saying. Like, it depends. Like, they got the dollar menu now, and then they got the that 2 for 3 or whatever the hell it is. They got all these little different mix and match things. I don't eat there no more. Not my speed. I can't eat fast food like that. You know what I'm saying? Over
Yeah.
the last 5 years, I stayed away from that, health reasons and shit. But I don't touch that. But that's crazy, that price difference. But I think because um shit, what's the value of your dollar compared to ours?
I think if I had I think a dollar, almost $1.70, like almost
Compared to
70 cent difference. So if I had a
Okay.
dollar American, I get, or a dollar Canadian, I get like $1.75 back American.
Wow.
No, no. If I had an American dollar and I brought it to the store and something was $1.75, I can buy it with that American dollar.
Wow. So if you worked here and sent money back home, you're damn near double that money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So like I use my sister's like not PayPal, what is it called? Cash App,
Cash
right?
App.
We don't have Cash App over here. So everything that goes to it is in American, yeah, it's basically double for me when it comes back.
That's crazy.
And it's
That's
perfect right
crazy.
now because I can't touch it because of what's going on. Like, I can't even see the money.
Yeah, you gotta just sit there for a minute.
Yeah,
That's what it
sit
is,
there.
though. That's what it is, though. Yeah.
You ain't lying. So yeah, I find the food difference. All right, so if you were to go over here, if you were to go over there to the States to buy my food for the month, you know what I mean? It'd
Mm,
be cheaper, even with me paying $6 there and $6 back of toll to go over there and get my food. If I'm spending like $300, I'll get way more food for my 300 over there than over here.
word, word, word,
Now,
word.
mind you, when I transfer my money from Canada to America, I'm losing
Mm. You
70.
losing that same 70 cent. You losing that 70 cent. Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy. So it wouldn't even serve no purpose to send a goddamn thing over here, really, to nobody, unless you compensating for that
no.
loss of that 70 cent.
My niece is
'Cause-
like, I want American money for my birthday. What am I gonna do with that? Understandable. You can bring the money back and get way more stuff.
Word, word, word.
Something that's
Nah,
like, what would a pair of men's Jordans go for over there?
depends.
Like a 12 Jordans.
They about
Or
two
here
fifty.
we go,
About
Air
two
Force.
fifty.
Because Air Forces are common over there, right?
Air Force Ones, all whites. About 89, 89.99.
You're paying like 150 in Foot Locker over here, easy.
That's crazy.
I'm paying 150 on Foot Locker online. So I used to, as a teenager, I would just go to the States and go to Mr. Allen's and get the two for 50s.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because they got 29 or two for 50 at a store in Detroit.
You know what I mean? Air Force Ones, like all whites, they always like the easiest shits to go cop real quick. You know what I mean? Because I'm a common believer in with those you can't really wear on a constant basis. Once they get a crease in them, they don't even look the same no more. All that. I ain't even gonna get into the tennis shoe game, but they always like the cheapest just to go get real quick because they don't really cost that much. You get one or two pairs, go do what you got to do, and that's it. You know what I mean? Even though a couple years ago somebody came out with the little thing you can stick in there to keep it from creasing up, but that
Yeah.
daggone thing don't. It works better without your foot in it.
You said something about you having Rain asked, how do you convert it? Every border has it, like, you can convert your money, and there's also like every bank. You can go to any bank and convert it to American. I have a question. Don't y'all call currency banknotes? No.
That's an old term from America. I don't think no other country but us use that term. That was before central banking. Before central banking here in America, because each bank made their own currency, they was called banknotes or greenbacks. And then after central banking, after Lincoln died, and it changed over to central banking, the name of the currency changed here in the States. I
What
don't
do
know
you
about anywhere else.
what do you mean by every bank has its own currency?
Before central banking, each bank, like say a bank in Virginia, not say a bank in Virginia, right? A bank in Virginia will have its own type of style of currency. And then that money might not be good in say Georgia.
Ah,
I might have to convert that over to even spin it over there. And they
yeah,
did it like that to try to make it complicated to force people to want to do central banking. So it's one central currency. When before that, Lincoln was totally against an outside entity being in charge of the money, but it
Yeah,
happened anyway.
that explains why you guys can spend your American money is good over here, but we can't spend our money over there.
Yeah.
It's worthless. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Even like dollar coins. When Americans come over here and they see our coins, they're like, "What the hell is that?" Well, hold on, let me see if I can find it. What's that? Let me see if this girl's purse. All right, so this is what our dollar looks like. You guys know how you have bills? This is what our dollar looks like.
So y'all have no dollar bills. Y'all only have dollar coins.
We have dollar. No, yeah, we don't have $1 bills anymore. One sec,
Mm,
sorry again.
that's crazy. I wonder what we spend less if we didn't have dollar bills and had coins and shit. I'm sure it probably just sit somewhere in a jar somewhere. What y'all think? Would you more likely to spend a bunch of dollar coins or dollar bills? Like how you go to the strip club with that?
I know you can only spend five at the strip club. Here, throw change at people. This is what our dollar bill used to look like.
All right, that look like a food stamp.
That's what my
That look like
sister.
an old food stamp.
All right, and this is what our old $2 used to look like. Right?
Wow. Yeah, they look
What?
definitely like an old food stamp.
Pardon? All right, and this is what our $2 coin looks like now.
That's crazy. Did they? You know why they changed over from the paper to coin?
Yeah, why?
I'm asking you. Do you know why? I
I
don't know
don't
why.
know. I don't know why we haven't used paper since probably 90s. Like that $2 bill I showed you is probably from like 96 they stopped using these.
Hmm. But is
And
it
then
still good? You can still use it though, or you
yeah,
gotta like turn
so
it
like
in.
this right here, right? This $5 bill is worth 2,500.
Mm.
Now I'm gonna tell you why. The signatures on this bill and these numbers right here, right? These numbers, you see how the T is over the X?
Yeah.
When the King of Canada was killed in like the 70s, and they stopped using this type of money.
Oh, that's right. Y'all do got like kings and shit, and a
Yeah.
and a prime minister, right?
In 56, when the dude got killed, then they stopped using this money. Now, this is called like the devil's hair. You're supposed to be able to see the devil's face inside this lady's hair.
Word.
I couldn't see it, but on the ones that you could see the devil face, they're worth 5,000.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? I was cleaning a house about 2 weeks ago. My mom, one of my aunts that passed, she was like 101.
Mm.
And while I'm cleaning these rooms, I just kept finding baggies of this old money and baggies of this old money. And then my daughter's grandma was like, listen, you need to take that and search, do your research on every bill. And
Word.
that was the
Word.
only one I found that was like real, real high. But now our money is like plastic.
Like plastic, like got a plastic coating over it.
Yeah, so if I fold it up and let it go, it'll just pop back flat. Hold on, I just gotta grab my food.
What the hell? That's crazy.
I know. Yo.
That is crazy. And Rain, that's funny. They use Chuck E. Cheese tokens. That's funny as hell. My blood of the prince. I would like to see what the $100 bill look like too. I'm about to. They use Chuck E. Cheese tokens. That's funny as hell. That is weird, but that money look just like old food stamps. What's crazy is it's a whole generation of people that'll never know what an old food stamp look like.
Tell Tyrese, excuse me.
All right. Well, I'm trying to see if I can find what does a
All right, so this is what our money looks like now.
yo. That's crazy.
Now watch. You see how you can see through here and here?
Yeah,
Now watch. I'll fold it. It just pops back out.
that's crazy.
So if I wash it, I can't ruin my money.
That's crazy.
And it's supposed to be unrippable.
That's crazy.
You
Like I
know?
don't even. It's probably not even a way to counterfeit that.
No, we haven't had counterfeit money in so long since these.
I bet it's probably like no way. Like how to? That's crazy though.
She said it looks like bus tickets.
Dude, that's that's what that plastic joint look like. That's crazy.
Yeah, so ain't nothing worse than washing your money and it ripping on you.
That's crazy. But I guess you can't really have. I'm trying to figure out how that would look like in a stack of
No, but
money
like,
or
all right, so
group.
like this. The 20 is green, our fives are blue, our tens are purple, our
What the
50s
fuck?
are pink, our hundreds are brown. That's the only bills, right?
The hundreds are brown,
Yeah,
like
like brown, like shit
like
brown.
penny brown, like shitty brown. Oh, okay, all
Yeah.
right, I got you.
Um, the 10 is purple, and the 10, what's big about the 10 is it's the only, it just came out like last year and it has a black woman's face on it that used to play movies in a theater in Nova Scotia for the black runaway slaves.
Every time I
Uh,
hear Norfolk Scotia, I think about
what I was telling you.
yeah, every single time. And Pasteur, of course.
Yeah, yeah, you ain't lying. One of my boys hit me up and said he lives in the same building as him.
Oh, where?
I was like, damn, that's small world. He was telling him about me. Another thing, man, I was doing a job about maybe a month ago, a concrete job, and I met this guy on site. He was from Jordan, right?
Mm,
And I'm started showing him my battle rap. He was like, my boy from that I grew up with in Jordan is a battle rapper, famous. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Okay. And he's like, yeah, you ever heard Disaster? Of course I heard Disaster.
yeah.
Oh man, hold on. And then calls him on the phone.
Word.
Bro, I was sitting here talking to him like, this is nuts. This is nuts. That quick, you know what I mean? Just by someone that knew somebody. They went to high school together in Jordan.
Word. That's what it is though. That's what it is. And
So
you
yeah,
know,
we don't
did he talk in that disaster tone or did he just talk
talk like that
regularly?
interview voice. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
he giving a goddamn wrestling promo.
the prince said it looks like food stamps. That's the question I wanted to ask you because we don't have food stamps over here.
Y'all don't have food stamps?
No, but my sister was saying something about a bridge card or something.
Well, each place, I think, call it something different. I think, like here in Baltimore, they called it an independence card. Here in Virginia, it's called something else card, but it's all still food stamps. It just comes on plastic, and it's an EBT card here. That's what it is. It's EBT here.
Okay.
Um,
You hear that a lot in battle rap.
Yeah, there's the EBT card thing. Like that's what it is. They moved away from it. I think the last time I seen a physical food stamp was like 93, 94 ish.
Because
You know what I mean?
my sister's saying something basically like, all right, with the bridge card, because they don't give you money, you would buy groceries for someone and they would pay you like half of what it is or something like that,
Well,
You
that's the
would get
game
like
that
you
been
basically want to flip that you take 200 off your bridge card to get 100 in cash or something.
That's the game that been around even when food stamps was around.
Okay.
So like people who don't get food stamps would buy food stamps from people that would get food stamps, because a lot of people that got food stamps that also would get money. You don't get it at the same time. Like you might get your, it was the 1st and 15th. You might get your money on the 1st, your food stamps on the 15th, or vice
Mm,
versa. Some places get two of each. Some places get
mm.
two payments of money. Some places get two payments of deposits of food stamps. Very few places, but it's a few places that do,
All right.
if any.
So like here, we don't have those, but we have something called like a baby bonus, right?
Yeah.
So if a girl has a kid, she'll get like $500 a month for every kid under 4 or 5, under 5, right?
Mm,
Every on the 20th, like clockwork, it's in your bank account. It'd be like 500 per kid under 5, and then if you got kids older than 5, you get like 300. But it's there all the way until they're 18.
until they're 18. So
Or,
that's their
or
version.
24 if you stay in school.
Ring has a good question, and the Prince is right. $100. If you give somebody $100, they give you $200 worth of food stamps. That's traditionally
Okay.
how it works. 25 is 50, so on and so on. It's pretty much self-explanatory after that. But do y'all have something like WIC there?
And what is WIC? What is WIC like?
WIC is a program where new mothers get like this little card, and they can get selective items from the grocery store like oranges, milk, cereal, stuff for the baby. They don't get no physical money. In order to get to, actually, this is the crazy thing here now. It didn't used to be like this. In order for a new mother to receive funds for a child, she has to put the father on child support.
Mm.
There's no other option. It didn't used to be like that years ago. She could lie and say she don't know who the father is
Okay,
and
so
get the
like
money.
if you're on welfare, right? Say my daughter's mom was on welfare
Hmm.
and I send her money and she don't claim it because she don't have a court order or anything to send me money. I'm just working and sending money to her for my kid. If she don't claim that, when that 3 months comes around and she has to show the welfare her bank statements, they will cut her for that money that I've given her.
Yeah.
So she might get cut off for like 3 months until they get that whatever 2,700 that I sent her in the last 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't have a WIC, but like if you get baby bonus for your kid every 20th, and then you get another check from welfare on the 1st of the month, with that welfare check, they pay your rent automatically if you're on welfare. They pay your rent automatically, and whatever's left over for basic needs goes into your bank account, right?
Mm.
But
Now,
we
do you
have
get a
like,
baby bonus if you got a job?
yeah, you get baby bonus comes regardless for the
Okay,
mother.
that's
And if you
crazy.
get now, if you get a baby bonus of like $1,000 or 50, say you got 3 kids, you get 1,500 to 1,700. You go to some place like a Sam's Club over here, it's called a Costco, where you buy stuff in bulk. You'll be able to have your kids' lunch stuff and all that for the month easy off of like 700. You should have food
Word,
for,
word.
you know what I mean? It's just all how you play with your money.
That's what's up. Do y'all have projects
We do. I live in the projects,
like
so
tall
we have
building
projects.
projects or
We have
lower
projects
level
that
projects?
we have projects that are owned by the city, and then there's projects that might be like privately owned.
Mm,
I live in like a hood projects, and I grew up in a different projects in the west side of the city I'm in. Right now, I'm in the east side, but I grew up in like the west side in different projects. My daughter, it's crazy because my daughter don't live in the projects. She lives in like a busy rural area. So when she comes here, it's life. You know what I mean? I wouldn't choose it no other way. But
word.
you most likely live in a project. and if you're on welfare and your house is geared to income. So your rent might be only $80 a month.
Yeah, you got something similar here. Like you got people that pay like $1, $12, shit like that in public housing. And do y'all have Section 8?
We don't have a Section 8.
And see, people misconception about Section 8. Anybody that's a homeowner that's choosing to rent out their house can put their home under Section 8. So somebody that gets Section 8 assistance can move in that house. It don't actually have to be in a low income area.
We don't get a stimulus check, but we get this thing called a CERB, right? It's for working, and you get like when this epidemic happened, if you signed up for CERB, they gave you $2,000, and
That's crazy.
every 2 months they give you $2,000, and people are going crazy getting these free checks, right? It ain't free though, because when tax season comes in December or February, you got to claim all that money that they're giving you.
Mm.
So it may look like a sweet deal right now, but me specifically, I'm like, yo, I don't need your CERB. I'll just use my EI and then hustle my life until, you know what I mean? Because me
Word.
taking that $10,000 you're gonna give me in the next 6 months, and then I'm gonna have to imagine taxes on the 10,000 at the end of the year.
Yeah. What they did here was they gave a tax break for next year. So all they did was gave a tax credit next year and then gave people the advancement this year. So you won't receive the tax credit next year. You would just receive what you would normally receive.
Okay, so like
That's what they did here.
we get a tax credit where every month on the 10th you get like $80 extra, and every 3 months you'll get 160, or you can just take them both at lump sums when you do your taxes.
Mm.
They'll be like, yo, we'll give you the straight 800 right now, or you can just take this money every month for the next year. A lot of people would just take all the money at once, right? But really that's not a smart thing, because you're going to struggle throughout other months.
Wow. Oh, and Rain, you got to put your home under Section 8. You don't have to take a Section 8 person. Like
You want to
as
tell me what
somebody that
Section
own the
8 is?
property, I would have to go through social service and fill out paperwork, and then they come in and inspect the home. You got to have certain things in the home to put it under Section 8, and then do it. I'm not obligated to do it unless I then applied for my home to be under Section 8. Then I can't turn down a Section 8 tenant.
And what is Section 8 again exactly?
It's a
Like, do you have to apply for it?
Yeah, you have to apply for Section 8.
And is that almost like a bankruptcy?
No.
Because see,
Section
what I
8
hear from battle rap,
Section
Section
8
8 is like
is
a
an
war.
extension of public housing. It's like if you want to get out of public housing, and if the woman wants to get out of public housing, she needs to sign up for Section 8. When most of the time it's a long ass waiting list. And then under Section 8, because what they did a long
You
time
get
ago,
regular health. Okay.
yeah, that way you can get into a home. It doesn't have to be in
That
the city. It could be just about anywhere. It can be in a rural area. It can be, but it
battle
still
rap.
goes by square footage. Like you can't put a home that's 5,000 square feet under Section 8. They're not gonna pay
Okay.
for that. It got to be, you know what I mean, a certain size, like
Battle
1,200
rap
square
makes
feet, something like that.
they make Section 8 sound so bad, but really it's progress.
Yeah, it's getting out of public housing.
Yeah, see, they don't set you up like that over here. They're basically like, you need this $80,000 down right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If
but
I
you
if
know,
I if
in
I
a
want to get a
sense,
house for 120,000, I have to have that 18,000 down right now.
yeah, but Section 8 ain't buying the house. You've renting it. It's just the
Oh,
government paying for it.
okay.
You
All right.
understand what I'm saying? They paying for it and
And you
ain't
don't live in the
paying much.
project.
For a landlord, it's an easy way out because you know the government is going to give you that money all the time. The issue with that is you don't know who you putting in your house and what condition they're going to leave your house in. That's the
Mm.
downfall to putting your home under Section 8 because you
Mm.
don't know.
These
You
people
have
don't.
no idea. But you roll that dice even when you putting
If you're a
anybody in your
landlord,
home.
period, you roll that dice, right?
Yeah. It's just when you taking somebody that's possibly coming out of public housing, you really never know.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
So
You
like
don't know how many people gonna be in it. Like it's a whole different ball game.
mm.
And they take you
Oh,
through so much to put your
you
home under
can live
Section 8.
you can live with some other people.
Yeah, people do that shit all the time. You ain't supposed to. A
So it's
man ain't
all
supposed to be in the house. A man not supposed to be in the
oh,
house
that's
in
the same
order.
thing on that's the same thing over here on geared to income or on welfare.
Yeah, you it's not supposed to be, and that's because that had nothing to do with what people think it had something to do. That came from the baby boom and shit, when people was leaving wives with a bunch of kids and they had no working skills. So the
Mm.
qualifications was no man being in the house in order to be able to apply for it because it was for those women who didn't have no working skills at the time. You would hear other people say other things, but if you look it up yourself, you'll see that what I'm saying is true. That other narrative is not true. It had
Yeah.
nothing to do with the other thing. It's just what happened eventually. It just seemed like it was more of us.
She said we have $1 houses here and you fix them up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
That's
fact.
crazy. So it's
You got
almost
to
like
be
an
a
abandoned.
Baltimore resident. You got to be a Baltimore resident for at least 3 years.
What
You
kind of
sub
house we talking? Are we talking like the
you talk.
abandos in the
Yes, that's what you're
wire?
talking about. You're talking
Like
about
the abandons in the
you
wire?
talking about condominiums. That's exactly what you're talking about.
And you
Those are
fix it up
typically the
yourself.
dollar house. Yeah, you got to fix it up yourself.
You can do good off that if you have the money to come back and do that, really.
Well, this
You
is
can
the thing.
benefit later.
This is the key. If people were smart that live in Baltimore now, and this is what I've been trying to tell people, you apply for the program anyway, and you start the process to try to do it anyway, because John Hopkins is going to buy that property anyway. They want all that. They just got to go
Mm.
through the waiting process. They already started doing it on Washington Street, Miami Street, and some other streets. They're going to buy them too. So if you get that property and put a little bit of money in it, try to do something, eventually
They gotta
you're
buy it
gonna,
back.
yeah, you can wait them out. You know what I'm saying? Because they just waiting for a couple people to move off a couple blocks so they can take that whole thing anyway. Because they trying to turn the city that's around John Hopkins safer. You can't be the number 2 hospital in the country and people be afraid to, to go
Yeah.
to the hospital from out of town. Like you know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
doctor got killed. You know what I mean? Like
So
you
like
want people to feel safe at a hospital that do a lot of research, all that other crap. You know what I
the
mean? Yeah.
the Ambassador Bridge here between Detroit, Michigan, and Canada is the biggest import export in the world. Is that someone at the door?
Hmm.
Hold on, sorry.
You good?
I know that's what up, buddy.
That is true, Rain, for some of them. Not Patterson Park. Patterson Park, the end part of Patterson Park, by where the old swimming pool at, probably got only 2 homes that's actually livable on that whole
Mm.
block.
So
Like
can you
dead
buy a
serious.
house not livable?
If it been condemned by the state, no, you
Okay.
can't. No, they taking it. They
So
taking it, and they gonna tear it down and do whatever they want to with it. But you can't touch that if it been condemned by the state of
so
Maryland.
because this bridge between Canada and America is the biggest import export in the world, right? They
Mm,
want to build another bridge specifically for the trucks because you might wait in that traffic to get to the States maybe 2 hours when there's only takes you 5 minutes to get there because of the traffic of the trucks, right?
word.
So a guy heard about that and he went and bought all the abandoned houses and all the university houses in the area that they wanted to build a bridge, right?
Mm,
So America puts up like 3 million, and Canada puts up on 3 million, and they start building this bridge. Well, now they get to a point where they're on this man's land, and he don't want to
Oh,
sell his land. So they had to stall that bridge because right now he's negotiating whatever money he wants, and they have to buy it off him because they already started making this project and they need, you know what I mean?
whoa,
This guy owns
whoa.
all the, like, I think it's something like 58 houses and like 17 or 16 blocks, something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And
Do
they
y'all
can't
have
finish this bridge.
do y'all have oil over there? Do y'all like have like do y'all what's the word
Want to
I'm
know what's
looking for?
crazy is they get oil from over here, send it over there, refine it, and then bring it back over here and sell it to us for even more.
Oh wow. So y'all don't that's crazy. That's crazy.
Most of America's oil comes from Canada.
You know, a lot of your oil comes from here. Then they refine it, they buy it off Canada real cheap. Then they refine it and sell it out to other countries for like double.
Yes, y'all pretty much selling us six oil. We
And
putting
then
cut
y'all
on it. We cutting it and sending it back to y'all.
and then we're buying it back.
That's
We're
crazy.
buying it. I'm
That's
like, yo,
a
bro,
hustle
I
or
got
in
this. I
every
got
letter
this.
of
I
the
need you to
way.
cook it up. I'm gonna sell it to you. You're gonna cook it, and then you're gonna sell it back to me.
You don't
What?
give us raw six oil, let us break it down and put cut on it, and then sell it back to you. But I
And
guess
then
they figure they
they gotta
saving
sell it to
money.
us in order to make their money off what they just spent on buying it back from you.
Yeah, but I guess they figure they saving money, right? Because
So
they ain't got to deal with the man hours of
our
doing
gas
all the
jumps,
work.
our gas jumps up to like 176 a liter. Make it cheaper to go to the states and buy it by the gallon.
Oh look,
Mm,
I'll do the math right now.
You know what I mean? Don't even make sense.
that's crazy. That's what it is, though.
We're low key doing the same
I
thing
was
with white
wondering how
people.
that I was wondering how that worked because I was pretty sure y'all did. But when I was doing environmental work and we used to get
That's equivalent to $7.
40-inch containers of six oil that had to be pumped out from Canada. I was wondering why the hell, you know what I mean? Because we wasn't doing nothing but pumping it out, putting it inside the freight, and then cleaning out the freight, and then
Yeah.
sending that freight back to Canada. I didn't understand that whole process because, of course, we ain't got nothing to do with it. We just doing the grunt work of the job because we're an environmental company.
My cousin just did the conversion, and it comes up to almost $7 a gallon of gas.
Hmm.
Is that close to your gallon of gas? Would you
Shit.
pay for it?
No, hell no.
So if I want to fill my car, it costs me like $40. That's if I got good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. That's a like it
My cousin
cost.
drives a Chrysler 300, and it costs him $60 to fill his tank.
Oh no, hell no. That's not nowhere over here. Like it's 25 to fill my joint.
He said, and if it's high, then 25.
No,
I'm at 75.
Mm, damn.
Because
Shit.
our gas would go from like 78 to 85 cents a liter to jump up the next day and be at like, you know,
You
176. We can own a gun in Canada, but we got to go through processes.
so you can actually have a firearm in Canada for home or wear and carry.
Okay.
no,
Now, if I you no carry, and basically if
Hmm.
I'm carrying it, I have to have it all dismantled and put in a case when I'm bringing it from place to place.
How about hunting? Can
Yeah.
you get
Yeah,
a
I
hunting
can.
license?
You got to get your hunting license and have it for a year. One sec. Why is my door so knocky today?
That's crazy. And then here, each state or each region gun laws varies and different. Like the Prince is in like one of the best states for
So
owning a gun.
you can get your gun license at about 16. You got to do a test that's like 3 days. You know. You do
Mm,
like 3 days in this class, and then you do a test, and then you get your gun license, your hunting license. You have that for a year.
You write the test, and then if you pass, now you're allowed to write the fill out the application.
All right, so if you
okay.
write the test and pass, then you got to fill out the application, and then they
Mm,
background check you.
okay.
You have your hunting license for like a year before you can go for your handgun.
Word, word.
And you got to
See,
have your handgun for a certain amount of time before you can get automatic.
And you can only target
And you can only
wow.
target shoot or game shoot like hunting.
Got you, got
But
you.
you can't use a handgun to hunt.
and you're not
Yeah,
allowed.
Now,
yeah.
this is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. Say you can I go to let's just say I go to Detroit and I buy a gun off the streets for like $300, right?
Word.
And I
That
pay
would be a good
somebody a
ass
hundred.
deal these days.
Pardon?
That'd be a good deal these days.
Okay, what would you pay for like a 9 millimeter?
These days,
Yeah,
off the street,
yeah,
clean,
yeah.
off the street, clean. Motherfuckers want to charge about 5, 6.
Okay, what about dirty?
Dirty, then you might be able to negotiate about 350,
All right,
three
so
hundred.
say you grab one dirty for 350, and I pay somebody $100 to bring it through the border, right?
Mm,
I spent 450 on it. Now it's in my city, Windsor. I drive it 4 hours up to Toronto, and that price jumps from 350 that I paid for or 450 to like 3,000
whoa. Oh,
on
you
the street.
word?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word. Yo.
So most likely you're gonna pay like a white girl because they're not gonna get pulled. They're less likely to get pulled in at the border. You know what I mean? And then yeah,
Whoa.
you bring it over. You take the bus up to Toronto, 4 hours away, and yeah, them are the prices. So that's damn near
That's crazy. I
$2,000 on.
know I know they killing the game on I'm not even gonna say on here, but I know they making a killing. I know they making a killing because
Like,
shit. I wish I'd have knew about that shit years
but
ago.
now the city I live in is most
Fuck.
south of Canada. So Americans think they come over here and run things, and people from Toronto come down here and think they can run things. It's a hustle city, right?
Mm,
And you got your people that are already here that are like, hold on, we ain't no bitches either.
yeah.
So it's a lot of shootings and stabbings in this little ass city.
That's crazy. You don't even think about Canada that way. Cause over here we hear something different. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we hear this nice and wholesome, doors open, people skipping down the yellow brick road. You know what I mean?
If you live north now, I lived up north and I lived in a staff house where everybody left their doors unlocked. And I'm like, bro, like where I'm from, you can't even leave your car unlocked for a second or your door unlocked for nothing. You know what I mean? You don't even want to leave your house and leave someone in there. To go into a place where everyone didn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
But you guys think that some people think we live in like igloos though,
I
right?
never think. That's funny. I don't think
I don't think.
that.
But you watch an American versus Canadian battle rap, and they do that. They use that, right?
Yeah, they always say some shit like that. That's
But
a fact.
it's like we get the same weather that I specifically get the exact same weather that Chicago gets.
They actually get
It
more
comes through
snow.
Chicago to Detroit to Windsor. By the time it gets to
Word.
West, the storm might not even be as bad.
No, they get more snow than us.
You know what I mean? You guys get
Yeah.
more. They get more snow in Chicago, but we have we have winter for a longer period of time.
Got you. And it's
But
probably cold as a motherfucker.
within like the way the Earth changes within like the next 100 years, parts of Canada will be like Florida,
Hmm.
hot year round.
Word.
Which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
killing our vegetation.
yeah. Have y'all had any events in Canada since this whole any battle rap events been in Canada? Has anybody put on any events yet?
No, people are starting to create new leagues, but like I don't know, I got an offer the other day for a new league, but I'm like, that's like jumping from Jump Street with me.
Hey, you know what you should do? You should battle. You seen that league that Artie Boone battled at just recently, right? That
No.
online league on YouTube, where it's not even worth watching. But they giving out a bag though.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Artie
should see that
Boom
one
stole the
footage.
bag. Artie Boom stole the bag. I send you the link. Like I looked up their information.
She said, "I thought all the streets are like Ice Road Trucker TV shows." Nah, it's the same. It's not really the Prince. It depends. Like in Toronto is the biggest probably city, you know, besides BC. Toronto's like a New York, like a mini New York, right?
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, we caught all this in October when everyone got very sick last year in October, and we already prepared. You know what I mean?
Word, word,
They,
word.
America didn't take action till like March.
Yeah,
By that
yeah,
time, we were already self-isolating ourselves.
yeah. But
We're
see,
like,
they
oh,
ain't
this
tell.
is what they're
We
going
didn't
through.
even know anything about it until
Even my kids
January.
inside. That's what, and we had it in October, bro. We were all sick over here.
And I think it was over here in October too. They just wasn't telling nobody
Yeah,
then.
I seen a meme of for like 3 months before that. He was like, "Nah, nothing to worry about."
Word.
So our government
It's
took
crazy.
effect. Soon as you guys started getting it bad, we were already self-isolating ourselves. We're like, our kids ain't going to school. Keep them home.
Word, word, word.
And now we have
That's what it
stages.
is.
So now we have stages. We ain't good till like the end of stage 4. So they're talking about the end of stage 4. We're supposed to end our stages by July and open up the American border. Then it got bad again over there. So they closed the border to like December. They're looking at like
Word.
January next year.
The prince said he want to battle you, so I want to set the battle up.
Let's
We
do
can
it.
we can do the battle on anybody's channel. I don't care who channel is on. I just want to be the host. I want to play smack,
We
right?
can do it on your channel. It's your host.
I just want to host the battle. Just let me host the battle. We'll set it up.
Okay.
We see how many people we can get in the building for the battle.
Yo, I'm with it. Oh, people would love to see me battle.
Give
Tiger.
y'all about 2 weeks to prepare. What y'all want to do? A one rounder, a three
That was
rounder?
my next question. What are we doing, friends? 1 rounder, 3 rounder? What you want to do? I'm bar heavy.
Shit, we might as well see if we can get some more people on the card. Y'all can just main event.
I got a little cousin over here that wants to battle. He's like 17.
We can find somebody for Rain to battle. I know Rain got some balls somewhere.
Yo, Prince, we doing a 1 or a 3? Let me know. I have to tap into my bag. He said smiles would tear my head off. I was like, ooh, I get the battle, I get the right. I wasn't gonna go to sleep tonight. I had 3 rounds done by morning, like time to prepare.
Right.
See, damn, they say we'll all have it to 2022, she's saying. And they don't want to open the border to 2021. We're basically like, keep the border closed. As long as y'all keep coming up with new shit every day, we don't want it over here.
Yeah, it's not a game. I think part of it is after listening to a friend of mine that had it, and that I'm starting to understand it a little bit more because I never heard anybody explain it the way that my homeboy explained it and the way that Av explained it. They explained it similar. Um, from what Av said is what it did was anything that was already wrong with him, it intensified it. So he found out it was something wrong with his kidneys. You feel what I'm saying? He also ended up with double pneumonia, all these other things. So whatever existed, if you got it existing anything that's hidden, and you catch it,
It
it brings
exposes
it
it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it exposes it and brings it on.
She said you should have them battle for real. Yo, you should check that girl.
Yeah,
What girl?
because I mean, it could be for fun. It could be a charity event. We get people to donate or something. I don't fucking know. It could be a charity event.
Didn't you say something about a girl too that battles from the States?
Yeah, I gotta. She's supposed to be on the show, but my channel was down for a little while because I did something I wasn't supposed to
Yeah.
do.
They always trying to
And
shut you down.
yeah, I've been going through this shit for a while,
I
man.
need you
It's
to teach me
ridiculous.
one day how to do that prism where you like upload the video so you can do a reaction live.
Word. I'll show you how. I'll show you how to do it. It's not of course it's not perfect, but it works for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Some people like it, some people don't. But I think if you don't plan on using a panel, it's a better way to save your StreamYard minutes. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Hours or whatever. And be able to do creative content for your audience live. You know what I'm saying?
You're live a lot. Are you close to your 4K?
Yeah, yeah. Real close.
He said, yeah. Yeah. What a sigh of relief. Yeah.
Real
Boy.
close. I just gotta get that sub thing moving. But other than that, I wasn't really worried. I just checked my I was a little while ago, like a week or so ago, and I was like, damn, because I looked at because they got that little meter of being monetized on YouTube Studios on the desktop
Man,
mode. It
you
has the
should
little
be a
meter on
bard.
there.
Y'all shouldn't have mentioned rapping. I got bars coming right now.
I'm telling you, we should do it. You know what I
Like
mean?
let it rain on the prince, like coming to America getting wet.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, the Prince. I mean, I know you got some T-Rex. I know you got some T-Rex bars.
You know you got some
They
mixtape.
yours. You can spit them joints again. T-Rex always gonna spit some mixtape bars, and I can't knock him for it. T-Rex famous for that shit. Make
I
an
can
excuse
spit some
for
recycled written.
it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But hey,
When are you guys gonna do another rap versus battle?
I guess the next time they had one, that was a
That was
fun show.
dope.
That was a fun show. We kind of been working on this show I did for like a debate show for like sports and music and battle rap because we got a lot of different type point of views for that.
Yeah.
That'll be on the Prince channel. We'll premiere it on mine, but it'll be on his channel weekly. And then that way, if I can't make it, then somebody can step in my place, do it with him. I think it'll be a dope idea
Mhm.
moving forward because in around these parts in these YouTube streets, there's not too many people with show ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People have a topic or something they just want to go live on, and that's fine. But
You inspire me. You inspire me on that because you always got topics, bro.
uh,
That's how I was like, all right, the difference is because tapping into your streams and then hearing you talk, and I'm like, things are all different over here. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, we don't do
that's
that.
a
We don't
fact.
do it like that. Then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come up with this podcast. The difference,
Word. Yeah, that's a dope idea because we don't know. And even when we was talking, I think back on Inspiration Show, who I haven't seen in a while. I hope she come back. All right, Rain saying fight back. The Prince just gave you some bars. She said, fight back.
it turned into a frown. The Prince, you don't want to smoke, Prince.
I'm telling y'all should do it. It'll be an event.
To get
Hey.
rid of the Prince, Sire boy retire. Oh.
Ain't nobody around these parts of these YouTube streets wouldn't even understand what the hell going. Like they arguing back and forth per round. What is
Damn, the
this?
round to leave him flat. He gonna have to retire. I speak fire. Mo flaming. Big gun on the mouth aiming.
Word. Hey man, I got it.
Bushmo. Mouth hanging. No, I'm
Every
just
time I
kidding.
watch that Rock and Daylight battle,
I got light winning, bro.
I'll say this. I'll say this.
Yo,
That is the best
Caliente in
Tay
Cali.
Rock.
That shit is hard.
That is the best Tay Rock I have ever saw.
Yeah, he went, bro. He was punching like crazy. His
Scheme
scheme,
wise, the bid scheme was out of this world. I mean, the thing about Light, the thing about both of their rounds, to be honest, if you don't watch it multiple times, you're gonna miss out on a couple of things. And if you're not educated, you're gonna miss out on a few things also.
you
You
ain't
know what I'm
lying.
saying? Especially from Light. And if you ain't seen a couple of movies, hold on for a minute, man. Hold on for a minute.
All right. He said I got Rock first and third. I gave Rock the third. Light second was stupid with that scheme. He schemed the whole second on the solar system. That was nuts. Now the first can be debatable. Definitely the prince. The first is debatable because Rock shocked me. Rock shocked me, and I guess you could say because he used that training. Daylight's whole third round is irrelevant,
Yeah, I
especially
got it.
after we found out. There's no proof. I said Daylight's whole third round is irrelevant.
Yeah, I think
Now
my thing is, I
there's
think a
proof.
lot of the stuff he said to Rock took that away. You can't call somebody else whatever. You can't call somebody else
A tranny when you was
again.
talking about sucking.
Yeah. So I don't even know why he went that way. That made no sense to me. Like you on Vlad saying all this outlandish stuff. So that kind of I took points away from him for that. I like Rock first round better. I think Daylight's second round was out of this world, even though parts of
Bro,
Rock's second round.
that solar system scheme was
Yeah,
crazy.
even though you got people saying Disaster did that, but Disaster ain't do it the way Daylight did it.
The way he did, you get Merc, you read the lyrics, and then Saturn a ring. I was like, this
Yeah.
nigga. But
And then what's crazy is Rock
I
did
like
something
his rock.
similar. Rock did something similar in his second round too. It was almost like they wrote their shit together or something.
The scheme, the solar system scheme in both
Yeah.
seconds. The daylight flips and the rock flips were nuts. They were just
Yeah, that
bro. Daylights had layers. Some of them like a statue on the ground, man. You know what I mean?
yeah. People ain't catch a lot of people didn't catch Rock's Bright Burn bar because a lot of people ain't see that movie.
Okay.
A lot of people ain't see it. And Bright Burn is the movie where if Superman was born bad or evil,
Mm.
and he had the bag on his face with his eyes shining through the bag. So a lot of people didn't catch that bar because they didn't see the movie. It's so many layers within that. Like Lux, I don't know what it is with Lux. When people watching Lux, people don't get it until after they watch it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were saying that wasn't a good Lux. They crazy.
I had to watch that again with Surf, bro. He schemed crazy too.
Yeah, if Surf was better, it would have been a debatable battle total. But a lot of the stuff that Lux was saying, a lot of it, especially when he went into that, how you don't see the cops as ops, that takes everything of Surf's persona away. That takes away the cripping, that takes away the getting shot, that takes everything away. I don't want to hear nothing else from you until y'all do something about this. That takes everything away.
I can't wait to see the Lux and light. He said, "What are you, belighted Lux?" Oh, you said, what do you light his locks? Belighted.
And that battle gonna be so goddamn long. That battle gonna be 24 hours.
And I don't
Them
think
they going
they don't have a
That's
time
why.
limit.
That's one of the reasons why they don't want to book the battle on URL, because for one, that battle will have to be the only battle because they don't want no time limit restraints. This is what they said.
Imagine that. Light versus Lux, no time limit. The rap
They
battle.
want unlimited rounds. If you give them two unlimited rounds, oh come on, man, they still be rapping.
I would love to break that down. I would watch it multiple times too.
Yeah, yeah. Like people don't understand how important replay value is for battles such as that. Like that Rock and Daylight battle. I don't care how many times you watch it, you catch something new, you catch something different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dope battle.
Yeah, which called man when he said Jackie LaHolmes, the
Ray said King of the
Transylvania.
Dot don't mind long ass battles. That's a fact. That
Yeah,
is a fact. That is a
yeah,
fact. That is a fact.
yeah. They
Would you
don't.
did you see that new RBE card that they
Yeah,
just dropped? I don't want to see not one battle on that card.
I'm not interested.
But I don't think they could get nobody else. Everybody in URL is booked up. Because you
You,
got Summer Madness, you got Rookie versus Vets, you got Queen of the Ring versus URL.
they're trying to book that Rum Nitty versus Daylight for Summer Madness.
I think they lie. I think it's already been booked. Daylight signed a 3 battle deal.
They don't think that. I think Daylight can punch with Rum.
I
The
think
only thing is you don't punch against a puncher. I tell you that all the time. You
no,
can't
you
try
got
to
to do
beat
what you
someone
do.
at their own style. You just got to be
You
you.
gotta. I think angles work better against a
The
puncher.
only person that can do that is John the Don.
John,
He can take
I,
your style and
I
fuck
hate
with it the whole
John.
time.
John and Cortez, I don't like.
I
But
can't stand him either,
in
but he
DNA,
makes a living off of
DNA,
doing that.
but John is the Tim Duncan of battle rap. His is nothing exciting too much except for his battle against Wavy, which I
You
think is
got a
hands
basic
down
battle.
his best performance ever. It's his battle against Wavy. I love that battle. Other than that, I don't really. And his second against Jack Boy was cool. His battle against Hitman, I'm not gonna take nothing from it. It was cool, but for the most part, I don't see John on the card and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna see this John battle." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't see him ever being a main event, but he wins. Like DNA. I don't like DNA, but
Mhm.
he wins.
But you can put him in any battle league, and he can he can create something there that the crowd will like.
Yeah. You could put him anywhere, he'd be able to do it. That's fine. Like I don't know. It's some people I just don't get, like Cortez. Cortez should be top tier.
Yeah. But he
But nobody really likes Cortez. Like, where's the Cortez fans at? Like, I haven't met a Cortez fan not one time in my life.
but he
It's
keeps
not like
getting booked.
Cortez is bad.
But he keeps
He's
getting booked. How?
cause he nice though, but he just don't. He's not a drawer. Like, it's no way. I don't care what people say about Surf. Yeah, Surf come with 2 rounds sometimes and all that, but you can't put Cortez and Surf on a big stage. As long as it's COVID shit on, you can put anybody in front of anybody. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because there's no crowd. It's not really
I
no
don't.
crowd. So you can put matchups together that
But
don't
that might
really.
be bad for Surf in a quiet room
I
because
don't know.
Cortez can actually rap, and I don't think that Surf really takes his battles as serious as he should.
Well, I think
He's a good talker.
this not me
He
making an
sells fight.
excuse for Surf. This not me making an excuse for him on the last one. But I think that the mixtape coming out 3 weeks leading up to the battle, promoting the mixtape, promoting the battle, preparing
Mhm.
for the battle, and then it being a different atmosphere. Like
Yeah.
that Echo, I believe bothered everybody except for Daylight and Tay Rock.
Mhm.
Everybody that Echo bothered them. All of them said something about the echo. Because how you gonna have a small room battle in a big ass empty room?
He said, the prince said, out of who's left, who y'all got in the tournament, I got Wavy taking it.
Hey, the prince, you crazy. You crazy. What's wrong with you, bro? Danny takes that tournament clear. Danny is the best battle rapper in the tournament. Danny
Wait,
is going to. Did you see what Danny did to fucking what's his name? The rebuttal at the beginning of that second round
Danny
was
and
just
Bill.
ridiculous. Danny got if Danny don't choke,
So you're
Danny
saying
wins the
he's
tournament.
only losing by beating himself?
Yep, that's the only way he loses that. That's the only way. There's no way Mr. Wavy comes back from because they pushed Mr. Wavy too early, and Mr. Wavy died against John John. Wasn't the same after dying against John John.
You leave him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the washroom and then.
John John killed that man. Like his soul was lifted out of there. John John and killed a couple of people careers. He should be
Yeah,
the PG killer.
they're waiting for Wavy. That's why I think so people were so big on it.
Yeah, because he had a outstanding performance against a mediocre K-Shine, and it gave him that push. And then they put him in front of John John too early, too early. That's not a person you want to put a PG in front of.
No,
Not John John, because he gonna be able to do what they do way better than them.
that's why I think one of his advantages are Tink is dirty.
Tink ain't beating Danny.
No, but I think Tink off hop, he ain't battled in so long. You knew he was going to the next round.
I wouldn't be surprised if it don't get matched up before the finals that them two don't end up being in the finals. With Mike P stepping away because he in his feelings about his girl doing whatever she did. Hopefully they talk him back into getting back into the tournament. I don't know why he acting all sensitive. It's like, all right, come on,
Bad
bro.
move. That's a bad move.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like that's the last thing you want. Because where you gonna go battle at? Where you going? King of the Dot? Where you going? RBE? Where you gonna go? Where you going?
Was battling, and the dude is battling. Got caught. Like they caught him with his girl, and then he just deleted his Twitter and ran from the problem.
Straight up ran. Rain, who you got winning the tournament? Because it sounds like you might got Tink too. I got Tink making it to the finals. I don't know if he can beat Danny though. I just don't know. And I'm not even a big Danny fan. I'm just looking at the tournament and looking at who's the best battle rapper in the tournament. And the best, most seasoned battle rapper and the oldest battle rapper in the tournament is Danny.
You think Bill's going home next round?
Yeah, Bill going home. Bill going home. Bill going home. It's a wrap for Bill.
Yeah,
I can't remember who he got. Did you do your bracket? They kind of messed up the bracket when they changed the card around. But I'm still in a good place because I got Danny winning the whole thing on my bracket. So I'm still kind of in a good place.
I lost that. I think I'm gonna lose that. What battle is it that I had? Oh, because they switched the bracket.
Yeah, they switched it up.
I think on the actual site when I did it, I think I had Tink taking it all. And that was only because of him riding off of his shit. If Dot was in there, he'd advance to the second round too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because
yeah.
they ain't heard it in so long.
Yeah. And it's been I don't know if Dot got that phone call or not, but I guarantee the third one he gonna be there because they're gonna do another one another quarter. They're gonna do another one. But I think they got to do a top tier tourney.
It was Saga. The Saga
got his ass
could be used to that because he's been in that position of a tournament before, right?
Yeah.
Because remember the T-Top, Briz, Dot, Saga, all of them were in the same tournament.
They was in the same class, all of them from the same class. He was supposed to be built for that. But the thing about Saga is this, right? Everybody complained about Saga not getting big plates. Every time they give Saga opportunity, he mess it up. Every single time. Every single time. Yeah, I don't. Bill can't. Bill believes he can freestyle.
And win it all.
Yep, that's what Bill think he can do, and that's not going to work with some of the competition that's inside that tournament. It's just not going to work because you're not dealing with top tier, but you ain't dealing with low tier neither.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, who was your lowest tier people in this tournament? Reaper Rel,
Yep,
who
Louise.
never really made it out of the PGs. Um, none,
None
none,
showed up.
and but none showed up. Mr. Wavy has been on a big stage, so I can't really count him because he's been on a big stage a
Ryder
couple
hasn't
times.
been really nothing either, though.
Ryder should have won that battle.
Ryder ain't really had a nothing huge to me since Snake Eyes.
Yeah, yeah,
And that was just that scorpion behind the,
yeah. Well, if I was one of the judges, I'd have gave Ryder that battle just for the second round by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I just gave because of the way Mike P was looking. You could tell he was disturbed.
I used to tell you that. I used to say that to you too. Like, bro, you can't even show an emotion, even if it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
Yep.
it's true or not. If it's not true and you show an emotion, then it could turn out to be true because of the emotion you showed.
Big facts. Like, look at how T Top handled what Arsenal did to him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? T Top handled it and then had a round for it.
Mm-hmm. Like he was
That's how you
prepared
do
for it.
that. Yeah, that's how you do that. He
He
was
knew they were
prepared.
coming with that.
Yeah. It's like we want to give special privileges to goddamn Mike P. Like, nah, you don't get no special privileges, B. You don't nah. He turned
Uh,
all his social medias back on now though.
Steams pissed me off too. I expected more from him.
Me too. But I think, that little brother, big brother thing.
Steams ain't had a good battle since him and Rum Nitty.
Mm-hmm. It's a fact. You know what I would like to see again though? I would like to see Rum and Av again.
That would be a punch fest. I was dirty, bro.
If they did another tournament, if it was to happen, not if they booked it, but
I would
if it
like to see.
happened organically in a tournament.
I would watch a Rum Nitty and B Magic again.
Mm. Brain, you had money on Steams? I wouldn't put no money on Steams.
Not with Danny in there.
No, I wouldn't put no money on
Danny's
Steams.
another person that can adjust to different crowds.
Unless you had him beating Mr. Wavy, because I thought he would beat Mr. Wavy.
I had him beat Mr. Wavy.
Yeah,
Which
I had
even when
that.
I made that decision, I'm thinking the same thing I thought for Tink and franchise. Like, yo, they're gonna ride him on here.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me think like who they're gonna put in the next tournament. YK was in this one. Jerry West.
Word.
Chess. I love Av. I would like to see Av in a tournament. That's what I'm saying. They should do a little bit more tier, but not a super top tier.
Yeah, because that's gonna cost some bread. It's gonna take some money to get a lot of people outside, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because people don't realize it's a few people already booked. That's why you don't see Mook on the RBE card.
Mm.
He already signed on to do three
For Summer
battles for
Madness?
URL. Not for particularly Summer Madness. They're waiting on the right opponent, and a lot got something to do with Briz.
On that contract, are you not allowed to battle other leagues?
You're not allowed to appear on another league, no, especially RBE and King of the Dot. You can appear on if I put on a league on if I put on a show on here, they'll let them come on here, but they're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna let them go on RBE. You know what I mean? They exclusively want that artist for that particular time through those three battles, which I think makes sense.
Mm. B Magic used to be one of my favorites when he was out there first.
Yeah, he was the first evolution of the puncher outside
Yeah.
of conceded. That was the
Yo,
first evolution.
him and Chilla still got playback value on both sides.
Yeah. You know that Chilla and JC gonna have value for like ever.
Ever.
Like it
Ever.
doesn't lose
It's
it
like
doesn't lose
It's
anything.
like Lux's second versus or Lux's third versus Calico.
Yeah, some things just don't. And like when you watch Surf and Hitman now, to me, Surf rounds hold up the test of time more than Hitman's does
Hmm.
because of their rapping styles. Real talk will always hold up
Yeah.
through the years more than all the other stuff. Even when you watch Surf versus Conceited, Conceited don't seem so nice when you see it now because those punches seem outdated.
What do you think about Conceded's return?
If he returns, it has to be
His return,
against
his return on King of the Dot wasn't big. Like who'd he battle? Uh,
what's his name?
King of the Dot.
What was dude's name? It was the Chinese kid, right?
Yeah, dumbfounded.
Yeah, it was Dumbfounder, and that was what 5 years ago.
Yeah, and that was trash on both sides too.
Yeah, they seemed like they was on Wild and Out and shit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they both were too.
That's what they was up there acting like. Like it wasn't really, you know what I mean? It wasn't really nothing that.
That's how
But
Clips and Hitman act too since they've been on there. I don't think
yeah,
Khan will be able to adjust.
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I think it'll be better for him if it's on an actual big stage. If it's in a small room
He
and you
won't be
put
able
him
to
against
survive.
Rum Nitty or Tay Rock or whoever they decide to put him against, it's going to look ugly.
Hmm.
But if it's in front of a big crowd because of the return thing, the crowd going to amp up at least the first round. It won't look so bad. You feel
Yeah,
me? It'll be
yeah.
a little better for him if
He
it's on
might
a
get
big
out of there
stage.
with a 2-1 if he loses
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
because
he
of the
he coming
return.
there not being around for a while and coming there with them outdated.
How about this Daylight versus Shine?
I got daylight. I just do. I don't like I'm not a big fan of the new Shine, and I really think that style only works in a big
He needs to
room.
go back to that K Shine versus DNA
Yeah.
Shine.
Yeah, like I don't like that random punchline, random punchline, random
Hmm.
punchline,
Even
random
when I
punchline.
punchline like that, I try to make everything connect if it's random punchlines, you know?
Yeah, like I that it bothers me, but it works in a big room. It
It does.
works. You know what I mean? Because the crowd is reacting to the punch each time. Each time he punches, he punches, he punches.
And that's what makes Daylight dope because even with his hard, as hard as his shit be sometimes to break down, it still lands in the room
It sure
and
do.
on camera.
Yep, it lands. And the thing that he's starting to understand, which I think people didn't recognize Lux for this neither in the battle against Surf. They starting to understand to structure content where people can actually catch it. Sometimes they can be a little bit too over the head for
Hmm.
the average fan. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like some of us will catch it, but a lot of other people not catching that shit.
And that's why Daylight be having the I'm a little teapots and rock,
Mm-hmm.
paper, scissors. He does shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. So, you notice him do it in the battle. He'll break it down like the third and just throw a couple punches. Like, this is for fun because this is what you guys like.
Yeah. But even when they do that, it still be double entendres and the simple stuff.
The costumes take away too. Not sure why I started doing that.
Yeah, he ain't do it this time against Rock. He just came with the mask on. He was
But
spitting
that's
every
what people
goddamn word
wanted,
though.
though. That's what they wanted. You wanted no antic daylight. In
And
all
he gave it to
reality,
him.
he's been doing that for a minute because he didn't use an antic versus Loso. He didn't use an antic versus Mike P.
No, he didn't. He didn't use the antic versus my man's in them. Uh,
I would like to see a
Mickey
rematch.
Fax. Mickey
No,
Fax. He didn't
I'd
use the
like to
antic
see a
versus Mickey
rematch of
Fax.
him and B Dot.
Yeah, I would like to see
B-Dot
that
said he
too,
don't want to do it though.
but that would have to be on a rooftop though. Like I
Oh
would,
my
I think
goodness.
they should book. I think they should book Lux and Daylight on the
On the
rooftop.
roof,
That way they can just rap. They can just rap,
just
and
go.
all Avocado and them got to do is record and have enough tape to record. That's all they
Enough
got to do
tape
is
to
have enough
record.
space. They just need enough space on the hard drive to record those rounds.
This guy is gonna be a part round one, part three of the
Rain said, "Do you think Bad News and Rada would be a good matchup?" That
I
would
don't really
be,
like bad news. You know one thing about bad news? I don't like battlers that show emotion. He's one of them people.
yeah.
He
He had
gets
a good,
all
he had a good
uh.
performance against Rock. They one round is cool.
That whole card was sick though.
Yeah, that was dope.
Briz did Loso went dirty on that one.
The Prince got a question about choking.
Where does it say?
Why do battlers choke? Preparation or the moment?
Preparation
You think it's preparation?
to choke. Preparation, man. I told you if I had a battle in a month, I'm trying to do my writing within the first week and a half and have 2.5 weeks preparation. Because look at anything could be said and land. It's just how you deliver it, right? You
Word,
see
word, word.
battlers lose battles off of just not finishing the rounds, and you've seen battlers win battles just off getting through their material,
Mm,
right? So that's why I said, yo,
word.
I get real high, and if I can remember it when I'm smoked out of my mind, you know what I mean? Then I can remember it when I'm not smoking trees.
Can the crowd mess up a battler? Like, say you stumble over a word.
You could hit
Can
a
stumbling over a word mess you up? Like, say you put a
it
word in the
could,
wrong place, like you supposed to say safe, but you said case, which was the ending to the ball.
and you can rush into your next line to avoid them even letting that bar hit.
Word, 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 word.
Or you can stumble over that line and bring it back, and then everyone noticed that you messed it up,
Hollow do that a lot.
right? If you
Hollow
bring
has
it,
done that a few times,
if you
and
bring it
people ain't
back, then
notice it.
they'll know. Yeah.
Mm,
So for like remembering, I think that's the hardest thing on every battle. You see them not get through the material, right?
yeah.
So I
That's how
think not
I could
being
imagine how
prepared.
the tournament thing is. Like every week, you need to have
Now,
fresh material.
now imagine this: if I got into a tournament, I already have 3 battles done on my phone before I even get their name. Every battler should have
Mm,
that. I should have a
where?
vault in my phone. I told you that says it has a bracket and a bar, and it says 15 seconds for that bar, right?
Mm,
Now, when you give me an opponent and I have to write 3 3-minute rounds, I fill up each round with 2 minutes worth of shit, by the bracket time limits, adds up to
where?
2 minutes, and then I name flip and just add it to every round.
Mm,
Or I'll be like, all right, I'm battling that King of the Dot. This ain't gonna drop like it does in Beast Mode in Toronto, so I'm gonna take this and use it specifically there.
word, 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 word.
Now,
That
all
that
them battlers should have. There's no excuse why, if you're a rapper, you don't have fucking at least 2 bars of 16 bars in your phone. You know what I mean?
yeah, you know, Tink got heavy bars. He got a whole bunch of material.
Or
You
that
already
can
know that.
now, if you can remember it, which I'm sure he remembers it, because I told you if I come up with something, I'll remember it and I'll keep saying it until I remember it. Now, when I gotta put that into another line, all I gotta remember is the last thing from that bar and the first thing from the next bar.
Word, word, word,
you know,
word.
and then just keep doing it. I still remember raps I wrote in 2008, but I don't remember a lot. Now, my memory since I've been battle rapping is perfect, bro. I remember shit I have no reason remembering
Mm.
because my mind is like muscle memory.
What's the most battles you done had in a month span?
4.
Four. So one battle a week.
Yeah, one of the battles was 2 days. I battled on a Friday in Montreal at like 9 p.m. and then I went back to the hotel, slept, woke up, drove to Ottawa, and battled there
Damn.
in the
Well,
daytime.
when was the battle booked?
Oh, and I can't. I caught a 30 at both of them too,
Wow. What?
bro.
How far in advance did you know when you was battling
I knew them
on those 2 days?
soon as Montreal hit me up. I connected with Ottawa because in my
Mm,
mind, I'm like, if I can get booked in two leagues, I know I can. It's more of a challenge of myself to do the two battles and succeed than it is me losing. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
yeah,
all right, I'll ask Montreal to pay for my hotel. I'll ask Ottawa to pay for my gas. Now whatever extra I get is just good.
yeah. I'm gonna
And
send you that
and I wanted to
link.
battle. I wanted to battle two times in 2 days because we can't. That's sick. I battled a dude named Scott Sharp and a dude named I battled some guy that was like, oh, I said something about you the goat, but that's what you be fucking in your country or something. He was like some Polish Greek dude. Oh, right out there, and it was like a lot of Greeks in the building. That bar hit so hard. I
I
said, "How
bet.
is you a goat? The only time you fuck with a goat is back home or something like that." The bar landed,
I'm gonna
and
send you
then
that link to where that online league where Audie Boom battled at on
yeah,
YouTube. So you can I got the email too. Cause I was in the chat while I was live and dude dropped the email down there. I'm gonna shoot you the email too. But
man, that's big.
Audie Boom can't take no more battles
No,
unless he produced the paperwork. And he had a damn Backstreet Boys scheme. I'm like, what? You let a
mm.
dude beat you that nobody even knew. The dude was rapping from a jail cell. The whole damn battle was
It's good.
weird.
What did you say? A Backstreet Boy scheme?
A Backstreet Boys scheme.
I used a scheme. I used a bar before that was like, "What's in my hand, son? I named the Hansons, but you don't want to see them boom bop." That was like the whitest bar I ever had.
The Prince said, "Why you think battle rappers can't make studio albums?" I got an answer for
Okay,
that.
this
Outside of
is like
surf.
this is like it's totally different. When you battle rap, you can make anything make sense on any beat, right?
Hmm.
In rap, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You right?
Yep.
So I can write B Magic. He can punch on any beat probably because of his rap style, right? It's like
Hmm.
1, 2. Sometimes when I want to write a song, I'll just watch a couple of B Magic best of bars and then I'll get that style of punching them. You know what I mean? And it make it easier for me to write. But if you write for a battle, you're not really telling a story. You're breaking down your opponent. If you write a
Yeah.
song, you're writing a story, right? Or you should be.
Yeah, because the whole structure is different, and some people don't know how to get out of that structure.
I can't write
S-
16 bars.
Yeah, like Surf, rapping style on his mixtapes and albums is different than his rapping style on stage. It's
Yeah.
two different things. It doesn't sound the same. It's the same for Lux. Um, their music sounds totally different. I don't think T Top makes bad music neither.
Hello,
T Top
good rank.
music is odd. But Surf probably makes the best music out of
Chess
all the
got good
battle
music
rappers.
too.
Who?
Chess.
Yeah, Chess got real good music. Chess
I
got
think
real good music.
yeah, Chess got good music. Briz don't got too bad of music.
I mean, Mook and T Rex got good. Always had good mixtapes for real, for real.
Hmm.
To be honest, Jay Mills. But the thing about it is, every industry rapper used to battle.
Yeah.
Everybody has DMX was a battle rapper. Jay Z was a battle rapper.
It's a
Uh,
battle rapper culture that changed.
yeah, the culture changed because a lot of guys came in only knowing how
So
to battle rap.
so I think that if you're a mainstream rapper and you come to battle rap, now battle rappers expect even more from you.
Hmm. Well,
You know what I mean?
what's his name? Say he want John John.
Who? Oh, I
Um,
seen that, man. Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks said he want John John. He need to stay away from that.
And I
Not for his
believe
first battle.
I
Not for his
believe
first
Lloyd
battle.
but I believe Lloyd Banks could potentially like beat him if he had a battle or two before it.
He gotta have a battle or two before it. I think it would be smart for him to do what 40 Cal is doing. Go over there with RB, play around over there. It's a
Yeah.
smaller crowd. You can kind of get your feet wet a little bit before you come over and play with the big boys. It's just a different atmosphere. I don't know. I don't think people understand that. They
He's one
think
of the
that
people I think that could survive in it though. Lloyd Banks and Montana of 300.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Montana 300 will have help if he battled because he got Arsenal, people like that that are on
yeah.
his side that will help him form it shit correctly, right?
But they got to be real honest. The Prince got a question, and vice versa. Artists can't battle rap, but Smiles and Street both answer the question. I think artists don't listen. I think they so used to song structure. Like Joe Buttons wasn't bad versus Hollow. His structure
Mhm.
was. His structure was
But the
because
way you say it was,
what you can't have as a battle rapper is a bunch of filler. You can have filler on a song. You are
mm,
exposed. You have no beat to hide behind. Your acapella is just you. You gotta have shit gotta connect. And sometimes your setup gotta hit harder than the punch. Your setups even gotta make sense. You just can't be
you
saying
could
stuff.
you can say nothing on a beat and the beat could speak for itself.
Yep.
And when you're
You
on
can
the
just
beat
be riding to the beat and people are like how you riding to the beat. You
with battle
can't do
rap, they're
that
listening to
acapella.
everything you say.
Every single bar counts.
Counts, no filler.
You know what I mean? You can't just be having stuff in there just to be having stuff in there.
Yeah,
It
man.
it it get exposed too early, and that's what hurt Cassidy. Um,
Now
outside of his first round,
does Goods got good music?
Good's music is good. Good's music is good, but Good's style makes for good music because of the way he rap,
Okay.
even battle rap. His structure, and he was a rapper before he was a battle rapper. He was doing music before he was battle rapping.
Okay. The bus is upstairs. You can go grab it, please.
Like
Just bring it down.
all the older guys, almost all the older guys was doing music before battle rapping. A lot of the newer guys
Mm-hmm.
started battle rapping through battle rap,
And
not
then started
through trying.
music.
Yeah, and then started music. It's a different transition for them, and a lot of them don't know. You know what I mean? How to do it. I
When
mean, Eminem was a battle rapper.
when I used to rap, I was better at freestyling. But then when I started structuring it for battle rap, I lost my freestyle ability
Mm,
because I didn't work on it like that, right? I
yeah.
was working, focusing all on my battle rap bars, so you weren't even thinking about writing. Now, like I said, if you told me to write a song, I want to do a song right now. My boy hit me up the other day and showed me pictures of his new studio, and I just bought a camera, so I want to shoot my own music video.
Mm,
But all I think is rap bars. All I think is battle rap, so I
yeah.
can't even find a beat to do it to.
But you know what? Another thing this COVID thing has been able to do that somebody Lloyd Banks would be able to actually rap in a small room in a cadence like he was on a song because there's no crowd.
Hmm.
Battle rappers have to rap in a certain cadence because of crowd interruptance. They stop you, start back. They stop you, you start back.
Yeah,
So you
when
don't get a steady flow through it, so you almost design it for a reaction.
now you can design something for a reaction and it don't hit, people can choke over that.
Twerk, twerk,
Because you
twerk,
have it set up for the hit and then it don't hit. You know what I mean? JC was
twerk.
does that. He hits so hard on the intro of the punchline that the punchline don't even hit and get what it should get out of it. And he's got to
Hmm.
slow down what he's saying. Like I hate people that do that, bro.
Twerk show it on his face, and he'll do that because he's expecting the reaction. He don't get the reaction, and it
Yeah.
throws him off. And then he try to bring it back, and then he go back, and that's so frustrating with
I
dude.
just
And
watched
dude
the
got so
battle the
much
other day.
talent.
Oh, Solo versus Dre Dennis. And Solo did that. He like said a stupid line and he's like waiting for the crowd to react. You can't wait for yeah. I'm old so old.
Oh,
It was
didn't Dude
something
battle
going
Hitman? Didn't he
huh?
battle Hitman? Didn't O Solo battle Hitman? No,
I
no, no,
don't
no,
know.
no. That
He
was
battled
casino. That was
Swave.
the casino dude. That was the casino dude.
He battled Swave. That's my favorite. One of my
You know,
niggas,
Swave Seven don't
one of
get
my
a lot
niggas
of.
bring two niggas and two niggas
Yeah, Swave Seven don't get a lot of credit, but Swave Seven job nice
dirty.
on the
He is.
low.
He's nice.
Swave
He
Seven
did.
is nice.
He did Tink dirty. No, he did Saga dirty.
Yeah, he did Saga real dirty.
I like Tink. I also can't wait to see Head Ice come back.
Yeah, it gotta be UIL. It can't be RB.
No,
Hit Ice gotta battle on UIL. They need to settle whatever it is, which is about money because he's saying he worth whatever. And
yeah,
who's anybody to tell what somebody that they worth? But um and granted, everybody wants to see him come back, but I would like to see the battle gotta make sense though. It gotta be like him and Goods
yeah,
or him and T Top or you know what I'm saying? It gotta make sense. Like the battle has to make sense.
yeah.
It can't just be
You
whatever.
gotta
It
be my
gotta make
man.
sense.
I'm not good at talking money. You gotta be my manager. I give you 15%. Give you 35% off of every battle we book, as long as the flight's taken care of.
Yeah, well, they got that new PG shit that I forgot what they call it. They call it the Crucible, which I
mm,
think is a dope concept of a show. That's exclusively only on the app.
on the
But since the
URL.
COVID thing going on, they had to stop it. But it's the new proving grounds. It's the new PG since Norbs got fired. P is taking over that. That's like P's baby.
Mm,
Since Norbs got
run through
fired.
that. I think you're gonna see people like Joey V on that shit. Joey Gambello's small names.
Where
I think I'll have to do two tops before I get a good matchup.
yeah. But I think it's a good concept. The thing is, I think a lot of people don't take advantage of it to their full ability.
So
They
what is
go
it? Is it
there.
like a show? Like
Yeah,
Total
it's a
Slaughter?
nah. It's more like in the vein of
The
it's
ultimate.
more something like that, but with lower tier, and it has judges and they vote. So they go around to city and they pick the best battle rappers from that city. You make it through that, and then you advance through the next round to
Damn.
possibly be in a tournament or on a bigger card. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. So as an advancement, it's something to look forward to. It's
You
not
niggas
just
say
a wishmajig. You know
you
what
like
I'm
Slave Seven from Baltimore.
saying? Crazy.
Yo, I'm dead right now. Yeah, I can't wait till this thing's over. I would love to do that though. I'd probably have to go for like Toronto. I wonder if they do it in Canada.
Now I know they had a list of everywhere they was gonna go for season one,
I'll go
and
to
I know it
Michigan.
was on the list for season two.
Cause I go to Michigan there. I can do it there because I think they don't have a lot of battle leagues there though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but now all these online leagues is popping out of nowhere. Like there's so many of them now with all these little online
How do you
leagues.
get a check off of one of these little leagues?
They cash apping.
That's what I'm saying.
They cash apping a deposit. That's all it is. But I'm thinking
Mm,
about contract, all that. Like how are they structuring all the
yeah,
negotiation for this and how like they did that battle with Audie Boom and whoever that dude was that was rapping from a jail cell
yeah.
on YouTube live on YouTube.
Mm,
I'm trying to figure out how did they generate any money off of that. It was about a good 700 people in the building for that
mm,
particular stream. And most of that was media. Like DNA Tooth was there, Piper Boy was there. Like most of the media was there. Everybody that was somebody in battle rap was there for a little bit of time. Because
yeah.
after Audie Boom, like it was bad. Like he had the PlayStation joystick in his hand. It's like, what you doing, B?
Mm.
People was
That's
expecting
another
some
thing.
type.
Everyone had a prop on friggin' Gnome,
I guess everybody did have some sort of a prop, except for
except
daylight.
Daylight. The
Except for
person that
daylight.
the person you most expect is the only person I didn't, because I don't
Well,
consider
Lux didn't have a prop.
the mask a prop.
No, Lux didn't have a prop. Surf had a cereal box and a hoodie.
Yeah,
Um,
which wasn't even strong.
I
The
can't
cereal
remember if
box might
Gotti
have been
had a prop.
stronger.
No, Gotti and Verb didn't have no prop.
But Dracula Rock, bro, he looked dirty with the red contacts.
The Prince said, "Do you know franchise?"
Yeah, so like I'm in a battle group called Body Bag Mafia in Canada, and there's like the best rappers from Toronto, and then me. So like this guy Joey Gambello that's been on PG's franchise, me, this guy named Casper. So like I got franchise number.
That's
I
what it is.
battle franchise. I battle franchise. Go Shane Mack versus franchise on YouTube. I battle franchise in my city before he blew up.
That's what's up.
I gave him, obviously I'm gonna give myself the win. I think my second round I gave him because he had some line that I think he even used after that. That was like it will a bunch of text pop up like drunk, like you talking to your drunk bitch or something.
Yeah, he used that again.
He had that in his second, and my second I used to scheme through the card because I was being lazy because he was a nobody at
Mm.
the time. You know what I mean? And he
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
just when he came in the game, he just wanted to battle the best battlers,
Word,
that were
word, word.
small time. So right away he called me out. So I'm like, all right, I'll do it in my city. Obviously, I know I'm gonna win there. And then I took so much time on my first in my third round that I didn't prepare a second. So I just schemed through the card. It hit in the
Mm.
building, but if you don't know the rappers on the card, it ain't gonna
Yeah,
hit
they're
right.
not gonna hit on cam. Yeah, yeah. That's the
You know,
downfall of that. That's the
that's the that.
downfall of that. But
But
as
punch
they
wise,
say,
he was like, bro, I didn't. Yeah, bro. You think I'm just gonna come like battle you and just let you punch me to death? No, I'm gonna punch you too. And then my battle verse A1, he's like, I had him going crazy the whole time.
the Prince said what versus franchise? What was the
Shane
name?
Shane Mack.
Go watch that. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do it one day this week. I've been meaning to do I was trying to pick which one I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do that one. Now that we talking about it, I was thinking about doing a damn reaction video to one of your battles. I was trying to figure out which one I
Yo,
was gonna do. I think I'm gonna do that.
the Prince on my battle. I mean, on my page in my playlist of rap, I have a best of bars from me. It's like a 5 minute video.
He got a video on that way rapping against himself too. Check that out. The Prince.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta check that franchise battle out too. I
Yeah.
think that's one I haven't watched yet.
Yeah, we were going in.
I gotta check that one out. I ain't seen that one yet.
Oh, I was punching in that battle too. That's a good battle. Shane Mack, MAC versus franchise, the Prince.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
If you do a reaction to one of mine, check that Shane Mack versus A1, bro.
Shane Mack versus A1. All right.
I had a line in there that was like two arms. Oh, it should look like I'm directing traffic.
Mm.
And that was a big punch. Franchise was going crazy on that. He was in the building.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. I'm gonna do a reaction video to that one probably.
He said I'm gonna do a reaction to that.
Yeah, I've been looking because every time I try to do a battle one, I get in trouble.
Yeah. I show Prince real quick. tried 3 different angles. This is the isosceles. You got the worst performance I saw, so leave. Now, we got Shane Mag versus A1. That's the one. One thing you won't hear after tonight is that A1. So let's get it cooking. They said you seasoned and got the sauce, but I don't even like A1. What's that steak? Oh,
Whoa. Hey.
yo, I would hit on that. I think that's one of my favorite battles, and that's the first time the crowd finished my "It's Shane Matthews Lane's whack bitches," and then the crowd said, "Smile when you look at me."
Yeah.
It was also 2 times in that battle I had the crowd finish the line with me.
You got to get back in the ring, man.
Don't watch. 2021.
You got to get back in the ring, man.
Yeah, that's why I had to do that one verse myself. That's why I got so geeked when you're like, "Oh, Prince, you want to smoke?"
Yeah, I still think y'all should do it. I'm gonna find somebody for you to battle.
Oh man, the joy, that shit's so fun. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna get back into that. And the next one, we can do the gun laws or the law system, because my sister was telling me about you guys have like a referee in court and all that. A referee in court cases. Do you guys got a crown in your plea? Like, if you go to court, you got a crown attorney?
Got a state's attorney.
Okay, but like,
you got a state's attorney, somebody that represents the state, and then if you have an attorney, if you can't afford an attorney, you get a court appointed attorney, which is a public defender, a public pretender, because they really don't work for you; they work for the state.
Who's trying to convince or something? You understand?
Hold on, it was breaking up. What you say?
If I assaulted you and you didn't want to press charges, but the police wanted to press charges on me, then the Crown's job is to get me locked up.
No, here the state will pick it up. So any charge the state can pick up if they feel as though they have enough evidence to convict without you testifying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would like to do the core in the judicial system on the next podcast with you, because even the sentences, I was telling you last time, you guys get football numbers and we don't get nothing more than 25.
Yeah, and that even varies per state also, depending on the charge. Like a Commonwealth state, their numbers are significantly higher for a charge, say like Baltimore or New York. It'll be different. Philadelphia, Virginia are Commonwealth states. The goddamn laws there, they give out a higher number for a first time offender than they wouldn't be willing to do. Like Jersey laws are different too. They go by a point system now. And it's been like that for a few years. While people were saying what they were saying about surf, that was them not knowing what the laws was in
so they automatically
Jersey.
Just be a snitch,
but it was about the point system, because they don't do probation or parole there no more. They go by a point system. Based upon the charge, all this other crap, and then it's a point. You might get locked up and get out on your own recognizance, even though it's your 4th time and 4th offense for the same charge in Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Is the own recognizance like a promise to appear, basically?
Yeah, it's them just you get locked up, you'll see the commissioner, and then they decide whether or not they're gonna hold you or you can go home based upon the severity of the charge. You know what I mean? And that varies in each state. You know what I'm saying? Own recognizance varies in each state. All that varies in each state. Doesn't matter. Now, when it come down to the gun shit, the Prince is probably the guy that you want to talk to about the gun laws, because I can't even legally have a gun.
I can't have a lighter, bro. At one point, I could not have a lighter. This is firearms. If you get caught with a firearms and you get out, you can't have a lighter.
Are you serious?
If you got any weapons charges, you can't have a lighter. That's a weapon.
What the? Get out of
Yeah,
here!
that's a fist packer, bro.
Wow, I ain't never even heard of that shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
we could definitely the next
like
one.
what am I
Just
gonna
let
do?
me
Just
know. Email me the date you want to do it,
yeah.
or
Uh,
the date and time, and we can set it up. And
all right, definitely. I definitely enjoyed this one too. Thank you for helping me up. Appreciate it.
thank you. I mean, for having me on. I know it took a
Yeah,
minute to get this together, but
man.
you know, what I mean, we got it
I
done.
enjoyed it, and we got to talk battle rap. Please.
Yeah, almost every time we get together, we end up talking about battle rap,
Yeah,
no matter what the damn subject is.
yeah, man. All right, we've been on 2 hours. I'll definitely link with you.
All right, man, that's what
We'll
it
stay in
is.
touch. I
Appreciate it.
appreciate it. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Big shout outs and big ups to Street Knowledge, Tony Black. Thank you to Prince, Rain coming through. Everyone that came through, highly appreciate it. We got to do these differences again. Um, this one was about the prices, and we got to talk battle rap, so I appreciated that. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Smile.